The Senor Agua show is a variety show. It's for family, it's for fun, it's for laughter. There's a series of questions that Senor Agua asks. A lot of what happened in season one was the Man Crush Mondays and the Women Crush Wednesdays, and Throwback Thursdays. There's also a variety of this woman, Miss Tilly, who the acronym is, tell it, Miss Tell It Like It Is. And there's this on between sets movement, and then there's Kermit the Frog and the perils that Senor Aguas has with Kermit the Frog. And it's a fun feel. We want to try and keep it like rated G. We don't bring a lot of political or religion type things, and it's just something fun and friendly to watch to get your day going or to finish off your night. That's what the Senor Aguas show is about. It's a variety show. Senor Aguas is funny. It's an alter ego of who Steve Waters really is. It kind of, I used to work at this elementary school, and the kids were K through third grade, and I had to teach them PE. And so a lot of them didn't speak English, and the majority of the culture was, they were Latino, and so I would always talk to them, and they didn't understand me, so I would always talk to them, and they would always teach me things, and just this broken Spanish, and instead of calling me Mr. Waters, they would say, Senor Aguas, and then I would speak to him. So the principal walked by one day and saw me laughing. He said, "Oh, there he goes, the Senor Aguas show." And hey, that's catchy. And so then I became Senor Aguas. Some people think like, you don't even speak Spanish. I mean, what are you? Are you from Panama? Are you Puerto Rican? I was like, yeah, actually I am. And so it is funny. And so it just took off. And then I became Senor Aguas. So people just think I speak Espanol. Me habla español poquito. Me llamo Senor Aguas. I know a few things. Ay, 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 cantando llores. No, what I just said. Abierto, cerrado. Yeah. I learned that from Sesame Street. But yeah, Senor Aguas. He's like my alter ego. He's this professional star who supersedes what Arsenio did, what Jay Leno did. The talk shows that you watch coming up as younger, that's who Senor Aguas is. Miss Tilly, oh my goodness, Miss Tilly. And people love Miss Tilly. Miss Tell It Like It Is. That's Senor Aguas' better half. And so, myself, Steve Waters, my wife, who is Trisha, who plays Miss Tilly, puts me in my place constantly. I can never get the last word. So it became a point where I just mumbled under my breath, yeah, just tell it like it is. Okay, you gonna put me in my place all the time. And she would be like, what? What did you say? And I mumble under my breath. I don't say nothing. But that's what I thought. So she became Miss Tilly. So in the segments where Senor Aguas is doing something, he's either combing his hair, or he's talking, and she walks by, and he says something like, I need you to hand me my comb. And she'll say something like, are you asking me or telling me? Where it's just like, what? I didn't do anything. I just asked you a question. He constantly digs at her, and she's just like, oh, how did I marry someone like this? But she really, truly loves him. And it's funny because it's like a Miss Piggy and Kermit type relationship where she loves him and she wants the best for him, but he just drives her crazy. That's Miss Tilly. I get a lot of mail about her, and they cheer for her and they boo Senor Aguas. Me myself, I don't understand it, but they say behind every great man is a great woman, and that's Miss Tilly. KTF, Kermit the Frog. My son put this meme. It was me and my wife's anniversary, and he made this meme that said, it's their 19-year anniversary, but they have a 23-year-old son. That's none of my business. And so I did a meme back holding Kermit the Frog over a blender, and then in the side shot, I was drinking some green tea. And so my son said, oh, that's great, you should have this feud ongoing with Kermit the Frog where he says something in the meme and then you get him back doing all these things. And so it got funny because Kermit became like this real life star on the Senor Agua show where people actually cheered, and I was getting hate mail saying that they were going to contact Jim Henson and his people and let them know what I was doing to Kermit. I was like, isn't Jim Henson dead? You know, but this is nothing, no disrespect towards what Jim Henson did, but Kermit the Frog was a value. You know, he brought substance to the show. I'm not saying that Senor Aguas couldn't have did it himself, but that was an ongoing feud. He was a reporter, I'm a reporter. I'm trying to be everything Kermit was and more. I want to be Senor Aguas and Miss Tilly to be exactly what Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy is. But I love Kermit. If I could choose to be any Muppet, it would be him, without all the drama with Miss Piggy. But they broke up. So. I'm between sets. Oh man, that just took off like, it was almost kind of like that just do it thing, or Snickers satisfies you. I'm between sets. It was funny because I was working out in my garage, and one day my wife, Trisha, who plays Miss Tilly, she opens the door and she sees me and I'm staring at the TV standing up, and she's like, why don't you sit down and watch TV? Why are you standing there with the remote in your hand? And I said, I'm doing push-ups, but I'm between sets. And so she looks at me and closes the door. I get out and I go get water from the garage, and she's just like, I thought you were working out. I'm between sets. You just use it. I'm between sets. You can throw that anywhere at any time. You don't even have to use it in a complete sentence. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm between sets. People are like, what? But it caught on. It's part of the segment of the show. It's also something to encourage people to work out. Some people don't like it. I get a lot of hate mail about it. Like, keep your workouts to yourself. Nobody wants to see that. Just put the frog on. So, yeah, I'm between sets. Beautiful, beautiful segment of the show. The Senor Agua show for season 2. A lot of things. We have word of the day. That's going to be very interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but you know, in the past, we're getting away from the Man Crush Mondays, Woman Crush Wednesdays. We're still going to keep the Throwback Thursdays in there, Flashback Fridays, because I like to do a lot of old school stuff. Miss Tilly's going to have a big part. She's going to be huge this year in ways that you will not believe. Kermit the Frog is going to get a lot of revenge on Senor Aguas. And the I Between Sets movement is going to be doing a lot of different things. And a lot of people, more celebrity guests. I have a segment where, while I'm at work, it's called The Ranch, and it's where I work. It's Rancho Madonna Junior High School, which is incorporated also in the Senor Agua show, and a lot of guests. And so we'll be doing a lot of big things with the staff, with the ranch, and also with Miss Tilly and the Revenge of Kermit the Frog. Go to my YouTube channel, The Senor Agua Show. You can Google it, type it in, and subscribe. The Senor Agua Show. I am Senor Aguas.